Someone said they were confused, so I'll explain it like this. So I'm in love with Rainbow Satanica. In order to seduce Rainbow Satanica, I decided I needed to get her a pony. Which reminds me, I'm trying to start a business here, and that's really what I'm talking about. And I think one of the businesses is Elfton Animal Clothes, because we will probably sell horse sweaters. I'm like a computer security code guy, so like I do like computer security code for like robots and shit too. Like, and like that's why I was like, well, maybe like I should go into the robot business. I didn't know I was a genius because I found I was like 10 years younger than I am. Because I found out in 2003 that's what I look like. And like in 2003, I was like 6 feet tall. And I found out David Crowder's 6 feet tall. And I think David Crowder's like 6'6". So I was already planning on doing this defense contractor, like robots company, like that, like it's basically a robots company before, but that was like, but I didn't know I was going to marry an elf. Because what happens is you find out that like you've got a little person that you're going to marry, and you're like, all right, well, if I have a little person I'm going to marry now, then like everything needs to change with the planning for the town. Which is the reason that I want a little cottage house inside my living room. Because if you remember, like the living room area has this eating area, and then you walk in, there's a commercial kitchen, but that's probably behind a wall. And then there's like the elf house and all this stuff, which has a kids' movie theater inside. And there's this library up here, and like that's like where I work. So like you can be in the library working and overlook the elf house, and like I feel like this is gonna have white Christmas lights in the tree. It's a fake tree, and it has like a little eating area inside of it, like it's like a booth. And then like it also like there's a river with a little waterfall, which you can have it on or off, like it doesn't matter. But like the reality is that having increased humidity in that area is not going to be harmful to the whole system. And like I do think we're good on water, but I don't like running a pump. But like I feel like I just need to get over it because I'm a clone of Satan. All right, yeah, I forgot to mention clone of Satan, clone of Isus, which is Jesus, clone of like Zeus, clone of Amun, which would be like Amun Ra, clone of like Moses. I've been cloned a lot of times. You got to do the horn thing. I don't know who painted this. Here's a statue of Moses. He's got horns. See, when I look at this, like I think that I could have like an Ewok village going up there that's connecting to this rock climbing wall. And the rock climbing wall is supposed to go like beyond the basement. It's supposed to go very far. Like I don't know exactly how we could pull off a rock climbing wall, but I do feel like there could be like, I mean, like if you can climb up it, like leave a little area for a human to climb up it. But I do think it'd be nice, like sitting on this side of the office and overlooking this. And I think the rare books room would be here, and then this would be more like regular open space kind of. And I fixed my table because remember, you don't know if I messed up. I messed it up, and then I also considered the possibility that the table could be rotated, and the angle that you sit at the desk could be changed. But I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. What I do know is the basement area is like basically where the recording studio is, and like the gym area. And the elf house like is like pretty much like the feature of the living room because like I like if we're gonna watch TV, we're gonna be watching probably in the movie theater with other people. Which leads me to like this area because like I want the ponies to walk up to you. Like I pretty much like my dream is like I'm sitting over here like at a park bench and a pony walks up to me and it just looks at me and it kind of like nudges me a little bit and I'm like, oh, I did bring carrots. My actual dream is that a walrus comes up and says hi to me, and like, I just really don't think I can pull that off. But I used to work at SeaWorld, so I know a little bit about SeaWorld, and I know that the penguins kind of live in a situation like this, and I was like, oh, like we can just like put penguins like in the middle of nowhere, like of everyone, right? So I figure like in the park we could do penguins, and like there could be water that goes into the igloo, and the igloo's colder, so like if they want to be in a cold place, they could do that, which means that like it would be a pretty big river and like pretty big lake, and like basically what we could do is just stock the lake with fish for the penguins. And I feel like it's fresh water and the penguins can deal with the fact that it's fresh water. So I mentioned that I want to do a horse sweater company, but it also would be dog sweaters. It'd be like animal fashion. I didn't mention that I wanted to like start like Elf Vending Company, which would be Elf Vending Co., which would be like a vending machine business, which has to do with robots. Because I do feel like when you go to the bar, like wouldn't it be better to just like get a beer from the vending machine? This idea is basically just like take Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and then just make it more magical because it is an elf house, and that's why I think the ceilings are probably 6 feet tall. Like I think I'll probably like be like I do think it'd be nice. Like kids are walking to school, they get to walk by the penguin sanctuary. I think we can do penguins. Like that's. Trust me. Like I'm sure it's against the law in Colorado, but it doesn't matter. We don't have to follow the law. We're across the river. You can't even come here. Like I'm the police.